and standing in a flash of
Use it again multiple times and get that shit all over.
Call me 25 the way I'm on top. You, hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Game Skits. Today and only today, we are here to count down the top 25 Sonic games based on the community's votes. With almost 10K voters in this, we are able to see what are the best of the best within the Sonic community. We did a bunch of math calculations that's Ultima explained before. We'd have to go over it again, but basically this is the closest we get to true results for this top 25 Sonic games. All right, so by the way, is the music in the background louder or is it too low? Like, tell me if I need to put it up. I just have the symphony playing basically as a, nah, it's good. Perfect. Now, here's what I wanted to do. Before we get into the top 25 themselves, right? Raise it a little bit, I got you. Before we get into the top 25 themselves, I want to talk about ones that didn't make the top 25. Now, I don't want to give them in order. We have the data of between 50 to 26. So, I want to give some of them. All right? So, I would like to start with the bottom of the bottom. So, number 50. All right? Man. Johnny.
I know.
Number 50, guys. As
Number
expected.
50.
How you doing, Ian? Number 50, the bottom. Oh, wait, you got an ad? I'll wait. I'll be nice. I'll be nice, you know? I'll let people wait for a second. Also, yeah, make sure...
if you subscribe to the Twitch channel, you don't get ads.
It's that TV size games, kids. You avoid ads, bro. You don't get those ads, you know? And by the way, guys, you hear the gang well or not? Let me know if you can hear them.
Also, to be clear, so we have a total of 50 games. There are some games that we didn't include just because we know that they'd be low rated and nobody would have played them, but we wanted to give a lot of the games a fair enough shot. So
yeah. This
isn't a list of every single possible Sonic game. It's a curated list, but we pretty much tried to be comprehensive as possible.
Yeah. So number 50, lowest of the low, Shadowlex, thank you so much, is Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric with an average review score of 1.5 out of 5. Now,
1.5 out of 5.
Keep in mind, guys, so this has a lower total review score, but because not only did not a lot of people play it, but a lot of the people who did play it also reviewed it very lowly.
Yeah.
So this tracks. This is 1.5 Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
There you go, man. Peace out, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Listen, man, I mean, this game... Like, the community just doesn't like it, man. There's no... This is one of the few Sonic games, aside from maybe Johnny and a few others, where no one sees the potential, nor does anyone care about it, you know?
I will say, the later Sonic Boom games, like the ones on 3DS, they did actually score progressively higher. So, like, Shattered Crystal was higher, and then Fire and Ice was higher than that one. So... At least that also is consistent with people who say, like, oh, well, like, the last Sonic Boom game on 3DS was better, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, what's another interesting one? All right. Well, another interesting one. Yeah, go, Johnny, what you got?
I want to
Talk
point
to
this
me.
out, right? Because,
Yeah.
So, Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal is, like, out of 47. And I feel like the name Sonic Boom tainted it. Literally, no one played that game.
For sure.
Johnny, if you look at the total review score, part of the reason it's so low is, yes, no one played it, but also because there is a review score, right, that the people who did play it rated it lowly, right?
Yeah.
Because there are games on here with low total scores but higher averages because the people who did play it ranked it higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I get you.
Yeah, no. But the fact that Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal and Fire and Ice are both above Boom, like, progressively, makes sense. Like, makes total sense.
Yeah. Neo, the lowest game was Sonic Boom. Another interesting one I'd like to put in here. So Sonic Forces. On one of the actually, I would say probably the lowest mainline Sonic game on here. With an average of 2.1. It is number 46.
Average of 2.1.
The average
with
score of 2.1.
a total score of 13,285. 2.1 for Sonic Forces.
Yep.
Chat, the reason why this is funny, and they basically scored the same, but Spinball,
Oh yeah.
unironically, Sonic Spinball beat it by like 0.01, like literal decimal. Sonic Spinball
Tough.
beat Sonic Forces. But
Very
again,
tough.
they pretty much scored the same. But if we're being like super anal and like going off a 0.001 difference, Spinball beat Sonic Forces, which is insanely
Yeah.
funny.
Another fun one I think is good to point out because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking about it. Sonic 06. Sonic 06 did not make the top 25 despite Project 06 gaslighting everybody. Sonic 06 had an average score of 2.4, making it number 40 on the list. So,
All I'm
Project...
saying is-
Yeah, what's up, Ian? Go for it.
All I'm saying is, y'all just on the hate bandwagon.
No, I get it, man. I get it,
Because
man.
because people nowadays they don't even have an Xbox 360 to play the game.
I know,
So
I know, man. I'm sorry, bro.
There's a reason why Sega doesn't want anyone to play it.
I'm sorry, man.
No, because they're just too scared of how revolutionary. It'll
Yeah,
be to
exactly.
Sony.
They
they're
don't
scared that
understand
they might
peak.
scare off,
Yeah,
like,
Ian, unironically, I think the
And we're
reason
gonna
why
spend
it's not
time
bottom
talking
of the
about all
barrel.
these.
The reason why it's not bottom of the barrel is because people nowadays can like appreciate some of the things that it was trying to do, right? Like unironically, I think that's why Sonic 06 is a bit higher
Yeah.
and not at the bottom because there are elements of it that like are okay, like especially from like characterization, etc. But because the game is just broken, unfinished, it's why it's low. But like
Yeah.
it could have been lower, which that's all I'm saying. It could have been
Yes.
lower.
Yeah.
You know, at least it was getting out of the 40s.
Hey, I mean, it beat Sonic Forces, so it's got
Yeah,
something
it's
going
Sonic
for it.
That's my job.
Now, I will say one more fascinating one before I do an honorable mentions. Sonic 1. Original
Yep.
Sonic 1. Also, number 31 here with an average of 2.9, actually. So Sonic 1 did not make the top 25. I feel like...
Nope.
I feel like a big part of that is just the fact that, like, since, re-releases and people playing it, just people... Now, again, 2.9 of an average isn't that bad. It's almost a 3, which is like a 6. I just feel like a lot of people just don't like going back to Sonic 1. Marble Zone is not fun. People don't like,
Labyrinth Zone is
Labyrinth
not fun.
Zone.
The level design is not that good. Now, granted, at least, like, in versions like with Sonic Origins that added spin dashing, etc., it feels better. But we're just talking OG Sonic 1 here. We're not talking about re-releases. So
Yeah. And then, so before we get into the top 25, I wanted to give a honorable mention. So these are the 3 that were before the top 25, but I'm going to say them out of order. These are the 3 honorable mentions I will say.
do four because
Do
they
four,
were
yeah.
they were yeah.
Okay, I'll do 4 of these. Yeah, they're actually all the same score, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so these are all an average of 3.1 that didn't make the top 25. All right. So we have Team Sonic Racing as an honorable mention. I really like TSR. I think people like that game a lot more.
Incredible.
Yeah. The soundtrack is great. The race is great. It just had no support. Sonic the Fighters also in there. So shout out to Sonic the Fighters. I think a lot of people just have affinity for that game, for how it looks, and having a Sonic fighting game in there. Sonic R also, I'm pretty sure carried by the soundtrack, but sometimes it has to be. And the other one that got a 3.1, and right before it is Sonic Generations 3DS. 3DS
Yep.
Sonic Generations. So, yeah. And there you go. That is obviously that's not everything from 50 to 25, but those are sort of like highlights, important ones. I don't want to tell you everything so that you can stay wondering a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, without further ado, I think we can get to the top
The actual
25.
top 25.
The top 25 here. Actually, I'm gonna try something on my screen really quickly. I'm gonna put this here. Hold up. I'm trying to do something really quickly on my end. All right, chat. Let's get in the top 25, all right? Number 25 on the best Sonic games list is Sonic Pocket Adventure.
Let's go, Sonic Pocket Adventure. So
How is this up there?
So this is why
Tell
that
me.
you can view these in different ways, right? Because yes, the total review score is lower because not a lot of people have played this, but because the average is very high, meaning the people who did play it really, really, really liked it, right? Does that make sense?
I know,
because
Fred, I know.
when we were accounting for people who didn't play it, this game had 0.3 average, which is below 1, which is like, that's not indicative of what the game actually is, because that's just saying that no one played it. But so, even
It's
though not a lot of
crazy.
people played this, the people who did really, really love it and think it's a very, very good game, if that makes sense.
It's really surprising. This is when I don't think I have much commentary to say. Again, I like the aesthetic of it, but again, like you said, it's more people that voted on it were voting based on their enjoyment of it as opposed to how many people actually really played through it, you know? Also, isn't that the one IGN gave a 10 to? Yeah, it is.
Perfect 10 out
It
of
is.
10 by
Perfect 10 out of 10
IGN.
on IGN. Can't believe it, man. All right, now, next one is number 24. Now, this one really, really hurt me. Really, really badly, really hurt me. Really, really, really badly, which is why I want to present it. And that is number 24 on the top 25 Sonic games list, everybody, is Sonic CD.
Sonic CD,
Number 24
everybody.
is Sonic CD. Number
And this
24
one
is Sonic
had one
CD,
of the
man.
higher. This had one of the higher total review scores, meaning a lot more people played it. It had
Mm-hmm.
21,363 total, but the average was 3.2.
I know.
So a lot of people have played this,
I
but
did disable
the
it. I put
average was
loop on.
lower.
Yeah, I'm really sad, man. I'm really sad because, like, here's the thing about Sonic CD is I feel like this game. Here's the thing about this game. Yeah, I do have it on loop, by the way. I think I have it on loop. Yeah, I do. I think what happened with this game is that the aesthetics of it carry it. So Metal Sonic carries it, you know? The opening carries it. The outro carries it, you know?
Music is great.
yeah,
you know,
music,
character design is
Amy.
great. But the level design is very confusing, especially for
Yes.
people who don't know how the game works.
Exactly,
right? Like,
exactly. I agree.
Because a
Like,
lot more people played this, and a lot of these people might not truly quite understand the game because it is kind of
Yeah.
confusing at times. I can definitely understand why, even though more people played it, it is rated 24 because there are some elements to it, but you're just like,
yeah,
what?
you're right. Oh, you're right. You're right. After I've voted fast, you must over the next. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, Sonic CD, man. I'm upset, you know. But it happens, bro. It happens. Okay, there will be other games. You know, there should have been games. Mechanics are different. Show. Listen. It is what it is, Matt. It is what it is. We if we went to specifics of voting forever, it would take a while. What is the rank? So that is number 24 on the list. Also, if somebody can keep sure of the time stamping for the video if you want to, that'd be great. But yeah, Sonic CD. I'll miss you, buddy. You know, you are my goat. You are my goat through and through.
Also,
Damn,
worth
ship number
noting,
one.
chat, that unless the version of the game is entirely different, like Sonic
Yeah.
Colors DS and Sonic Colors Wii, we're assuming that like the version of the game you're playing is like gonna be like the best version. So like for Sonic CD, a lot of people
Yeah.
like the Origins mobile port, right? Or just assume that's the version that we're talking about. It's the version you played. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. CD is peak, y'all are haters. Sonic Combat Disc, yeah. I mean, again, like I said, I think, but again, massive props Sonic CD in general for being stylistic, you know, just from the music to Metal Sonic to Amy to everything, you know what I mean? But again, 24 is not bad at all. Now, all right, Ultima, would you like to state number 23 on the list?
I am flabbergasted. I did not think people would come out for this game. But they did, and they came out swinging. Number 23, chat. Sonic Battle. 23 is Sonic Battle.
Sonic Battle Bros. Where you at, everybody? Sonic Battle Bros. Where are you? Damn.
I think the art style definitely carried it.
For
Well, also
sure,
the
for sure.
sprite animation and the
sprites.
moveset of the game is very cool. A lot of those sprites got used in a lot of fan projects, etc. I'm assuming, like, but you know, I will say I can understand. I'm surprised it's that high, but I also know why it's that low because like the core story mode is like super repetitive. But
Yeah,
the
for
actual
sure.
like moveset for the characters, the sprite animation's awesome. So
Yeah, I think also, I mean, obviously this game is really important because the sprites are, you know, they shaped a generation of fan projects, you know? Like, to this day, the sprites of this game are used in YouTube videos and content out there, you know? Which is, I genuinely think, a big reason for why it is, what's it called? It is so beloved. And again, it was a game that when you looked at the Heaven played, it had a shit ton of Heaven played, you know? But it got a lot of, what was the score of it? What was the average score?
So the total review score is 12,473. Meaning, yeah, again, it's not a game that a lot of people played, but the people who did play it obviously have a lot of, you know, joy for it to get it 3.3 as an average. So,
but yeah, man, I know. So like, I just want another one of these, man. I just want another one of these. Like, not necessarily. I think just a Sonic fighting game would be nice, you know. Just
yeah,
any
because
Sonic
again,
fighting
like
game.
that moves, because Sonic the Fighters, as we saw, barely wasn't in the top 25.
Yeah.
Sonic fan
Freelon,
lives.
thank you so much for the
So
sub.
clearly, there is a lot of them, like fan demand for. I mean, you've seen Sonic Smackdown. There's a lot of people who want to see another proper Sonic fighting game. Maybe it will happen. You know, maybe it will happen one day.
Yeah. Do the guys in this call have access to the docs so they can
Yeah,
say
if
one?
anybody who has the link can view it. So.
All right, so Ian, would you like to say the next one? Wait, let me get you. All right, hold up.
I'm
hold up.
highlighting
this
it again.
one right there.
Wait, hold
Alright.
up. Oh shit, guys.
All right, for number 22, with a score of I don't know how to say a number, with an average score of 3.4, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
Sonic
Love
Riders
it. Love to
Zero
see it.
Gravity.
Genuinely,
Damn.
it's genuinely probably my favorite racing game. The soundtrack is amazing. The mechanics, I personally like this game more than Riders. But yeah, this awesome game. Really
Not my
fucking
game
cool
this
game.
low. I know, Mr. Bro.
I personally haven't played, but from what I've seen, it looks like a genuinely enjoyable racing game that you could play with friends and just have a
I ain't not
great
playing this.
time with it. Because that's not important right now. What is important is how immaculate, how far this game is. It looks so cool.
Zero Gravity is the gravity before Mario Kart 8. You know what I mean? I can't hear you. Ian, you gotta come closer to your mic.
This
What I really
was the blueprint.
What I really liked about Zero Gravity was like the different mechanics.
Ignore.
Like characters actually felt significant to pick because like power characters could go down different paths, and like characters got different paths, etc., etc. Like the course design is really cool. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen. I love Sonic Riders. I think they should bring back Sonic Riders. The music here is dope. I was glad they got rid of the gas mechanic.
Yeah, me
which
too.
is, yeah. I mean, because I know some people like it, but I'm glad they got rid of it. And again, I still praise the team for having a story, you know, for giving a shit. Because it could have just been, you know, we do racetracks, but the fact that, you know, they have a story, they have a world, you know, and all these characters. And man, just what a W. We still need more Riders games. I agree.
Yeah, the theme is fire. Like, I think, isn't the Jet theme from there that we listened to that one time on stream?
Which
Yeah,
one?
Catch Me If
Yes.
You Can.
Yeah, Catch Me If You Can.
awesome.
Yeah, Catch Me If
Yeah,
You Can.
and
as well.
again, the problem, it sucks that Free Riders was an awful game on Connect, and it killed the series. When it's
I
like, no,
know.
the problem isn't Sonic Riders, the problem is the awful Connect.
I know, man.
Exactly.
I know. It's tough, bro. It's tough. And that is number 22. Damn. So shout out to our boy, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. But hey, maybe there's a chance for another Sonic Riders. You know, maybe there's a chance for another Sonic
Can I say
Riders.
this one?
Yes, of course. Your next
Yeah,
one.
do you want to read us on off, Johnny? Number 21.
21. So this game, right? I'm actually like fucking baffled. This game is like this high.
I'm baffled it's this low, actually, from how many people love it.
Really?
Me too.
Did you see how people talk about this game on social media? I'm shocked it's
Bro,
this
it's
low.
like, oh,
Say the scores.
number 21 is Sonic Heroes.
Damn.
Sonic Heroes at 21.
Damn,
So the total-
bro.
the
Sonic
total review
Heroes?
score- Again, the total review score is very high because obviously a lot of people played it, but the average was 3.5. Rounded up,
Okay.
3.5 average.
Look,
Yeah.
if you replay this game, the controls are just bad.
Look,
For me, it's not the
listen.
controls. It's the
Yeah.
repetitive nature of it. It's not the controls. It's the repetitive nature of
The
it.
controls are so slippery though too.
I was genuinely surprised it was this low because, look, for me, I agree. Like, I'm not a big Sonic Heroes guy, so I don't mind it being this low. And again, it
But
shows
this
a
game
bit
is
of that.
so beloved. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
you said, dude, this game is like so beloved when people talk about it that I was shocked it was this low.
I'll tell you what it is because obviously, what was the average score like? There was a 3 point what?
The average score, 3.5.
I think that makes sense because I think this game, again, is carried by the idea of it because it highlights every main character in the series, you know. It's got fun, like, it's bouncy, inherently it's fun. It's got some jank-ass level design, but people just have an affinity for the teams. They have an affinity for the music, you know. They have, it's like, and again, I like it, but it's just, sometimes it has some jank level design, you know, and obviously we're not hating Coolzilla. 21 is not bad, you know. Again, keep in mind 3.5 means like what's that technically on a score of 1 to 10? That's like 7.
Like 7.
That's like a 7.
Yeah.
It's a good.
Yeah, that's not bad for it.
It's just that a lot of games are rated, you know, a little more high. This is the best-selling Sonic game. It was. Well, to be fair, it was the best-selling Sonic game just because at the time it was the first multi-plat Sonic game.
True.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, no, very, very surprised, you know. So, listen, Sonic Heroes, I don't mind it being there, you know. I genuinely hope they remake it someday, you know, like.
Yeah. But
I would
again,
love that.
a lot of people want a re-release too. A lot of people want to re-release this game. So.
Well, I say they
Yeah.
should just go the extra mile and just remaster or remake it.
Yeah,
The problem
absolutely.
is the engine is they don't own the engine it was made on anymore. So
Yeah,
that's why they
no,
have to remake
it's
it.
the,
Basically.
what's the engine called again?
Renderware.
Renderware, yeah, exactly.
EA
Bro. I
owns
hate,
that, you know, so.
hate what's called haters played on PS2. I know, bro. I know. All right, man. Damn. So there you go. But of course, Sonic Heroes. You want to do the next one, Ultima?
Yeah, chat. This one, you are gonna lose your minds. Now,
Oh,
I want
shit.
to preface this. Even though I rounded up the scores so that they are like, you know, a rounded number, there are again very, very slight percent differences. And if I look at the numbers here, the difference on this one, hold on, 3.46. Hold on, 3.46.
Oh shit, chat.
This was
We're
literally
charging
a
up.
0.005
Ooh.
difference between
Ooh.
these two rankings, okay? 0.005. Chat, at number 20, above Sonic Heroes, is Sonic and the Black Knight.
Damn.
Sonic and the Black Knight by 0.005.
Damn. Whoa, whoa.
That is 0.005 above Sonic Heroes. Sonic and the Black
Wow.
Knight, number 20.
Wow. Sonic and the Black Knight. Listen, man, I feel like over time, people love this game more and more, you know?
No, I gotta say, I think the biggest reason that it got so much love over time is the writing and characterization of Sonic
Yes.
is like unironically peak. Like he is
100%.
unironically almost best written in this game. It's crazy,
Absolutely.
right?
It's like,
Absolutely.
for me, right?
Yeah.
I used to dislike this game at first,
Yeah.
but after a while, I actually fucking love it now.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was especially when I played it with a controller on PC. Obviously, it's kind of cheating. But it's like, even when I did the replay on stream last, I think it was like 2 years ago, I gotta redo it again. I loved it. Like, it's like, I had a great time with it besides some frustrating levels. But like, again, aesthetically, peak. Sonic with a sword, peak. Story themes, peak. Even like different kinds of levels, peak. You know what I mean? I feel like it does so much cool
Excalibur
shit.
Sonic. Yeah, Excalibur Sonic goes hard. I also think a lot of it is like, this is like when this is like peak when Sonic was just like, if it looks cool, we'll fucking do it, right? Like Sonic with a sword goes fucking hard, and everyone nowadays is like, oh yeah, that shit is cool as fuck, right? Back then, people were like, this is stupid. Nowadays, people are like, this is so cool. You know what I mean?
And again, I mean, we saw Excalibur's sword in the latest Frontiers DLC. And oh yeah, soundtrack, I mean, immaculate, right?
Oh god, dude, Night
Yeah.
of the Wind gets me hyped like nothing else, man.
I
You
know.
hear that song, you sing. You just go,
And-
whoa, it's instant.
Whoa. Is this the last Jason Griffith performance?
Yeah, the last game with the four
Yeah.
kids team. Yeah.
Or was it Unleashed his last performance? I'm not sure. It was one of them. Yes, yeah. I mean, I think obviously I would have liked Jason Griffith to stay longer, but having this game be his last performance, I think he crushed it, you know? Like, I think that was the peak of the voice he had with it. It was the peak of, you know, his style of Sonic. Because this is Shonen Sonic, you know? This game is what got me into Sonic. Yeah, let me read what chat's saying. This game is what got me into Sonic. I hated Sonic till I played this game, and I've been a huge fan since. Obviously, Sonic Black Knight Remake, yeah. I agree with that. He went out with a banger. Name of this track, Showdown with King Arthur. Such a good song. I miss this song. This is my first song. This is a lot of people's first song because it was a Wii game. And obviously we, got a lot of people back into, a lot of kids had a Wii and everything. This is my first Sonic game, really. I honestly wish we kept Roger, but Roger's that'd be cool. I know. With me as the best
also, just for the sake of reference, I see people in chat asking, Secret Rings was 43. So Secret Rings was ranked 43 with 2.3 average. So it's much lower, guys.
Yeah, sorry for the Secret Rings believers out there. Damn, bro. Too much is wrong with Secret Rings, man. Too much is wrong with Secret Rings, bro.
A game where you cannot control Sonic directly is baffling.
Yeah,
like, even though the aesthetic and the music is awesome in that game, it is like it is not fun to play.
Black Knight Black Knight is ranked as number 20. Now, guys, entering. I'll do the next one. All right, so
yeah, you just did a review on these games.
Yeah, I played these games recently. I found a newfound love for them, and these are games that people really do love and want more of. No, it is not Sonic 4, everybody. Number 19 is Sonic Advance. That's right, everybody. Sonic Advance is number OG Sonic Advance is number 19. You can see this old ass commercial of this miracle coin over here where Sonic's running to kill you and breezing this woman's skirt, and it's magical, and there's these soccer balls. And again, this ad has nothing to do with Sonic, what's it called? Sonic Advance, right? But it has some of it. But yeah, Sonic Advance is one of the top voted games in the series.
I know a lot of people, including myself. This was the first 2D Sonic that they ever played. The advanced games were the first 2D Sonic that they ever played.
It was mine.
And again, not only a lot of the level design and themes are great, but again, same with Sonic Battle. The sprites have so much personality and flow and animation to them that you cannot just the style is captured perfectly.
No, I think that's go ahead.
I was just saying, honestly, ever since I was a baby and I played this game, I was amazed by the perfection of sprites.
I'm telling you, man. It's fire.
Like, I was just amazed. I was glued into the
That's
GBA.
what I'm saying, bro. He was glued, man. He was in there, bro,
I didn't play this game, by the way, but it's okay. Because
it's okay, man. It's okay, bro. It happens, It happens, bro. Lots of levels are dick on a stick. Yeah, here's the thing, right? Sonic Advance 1, I think, again, it's the sprite work that has so much personality. It's the level design that survived. Again, this was my first 2D Sonic. I'm my first core 3 Sonic games I remember having were, my first 3 core Sonic memories are Sonic X, Sonic Adventure DX, and Sonic Advance. Those are my first threes. My first 3 for Sonic. This is one of my first video games I owned, period, with Pokemon Fire Red. The memories I hold of this game are immaculate. And to this day, the sprite work is so good. Advanced Twist is the best, and it better be on here. We'll see, man. We'll see. But I really like this game. And in fact, when I did my ranking of the 3, on my personal one, I remember Sonic Advance 1 was, I think, my favorite. I think it was my favorite. Actually, no, 2 was my favorite. 1 was my second favorite. Because again, it just does everything right. It's fun. It's chill. And I think it's awesome, man. I think Sonic Advance is very special. And there's a reason. All right, there's a reason they made 2 more of them, and that people really enjoyed them, man. Okay, so number 19 is the GOAT, the one and only, what's it called? Where's this?
Sonic Advance 1.
Sonic Advance 1. Alrighty, so, that's number 19. Let's go with Ian.
Oh.
Ian, would you like to tell us number 18?
Well, I've always waited for you to ask me that question.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Number 18.
Chat, let me, wait, before you read Ian, let me preface this. This game beat out Sonic Advance by, again, 0.005. It beat out Sonic Advance. So go ahead, Ian.
And then here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Number 18, the Sonic Advance killer. Sonic Runners.
Sonic Runners for mobile.
Sonic Runners. Damn, bro. Damn, Sonic Runners, bro. Wow. This one.
You are so bad, baby.
Here's the thing. This one shocks you, but I'm happy because people love this game, right? This is a game that the people that voted for it were passionate about it, Because what's the score of it?
So keep in mind, so Advance had 18,567 total.
Okay.
Sonic Runners had 13,752 total, meaning that a lot of people actually did play Runners. Like, it is less than Advance, but a lot of people did play Runners, you know?
Right. Dude, this game was fucking awesome, man. I remember, like, I wish they'd ever shut this down because, listen,
so what was the reason?
I don't remember what the
I
reason
never played
was.
this. I never played this. Chat
You
saying
never
there's a lot
did?
of fan service. Chat saying there's a lot of fan service and music.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game's fucking incredible,
So
bro.
Johnny, the reason why they shut it down was because they were too scared of making too much money. They wanted to shut it down so they could actually slow down the money.
Oh, I wasn't making money.
Also, I mean,
Yeah.
I think another reason why it's this high is
Oh,
it's
yeah,
much
I'll
like
take that,
Sonic
man.
Advance, where
Yeah.
this was a lot of person's first exposure to Sonic as well, because it was on mobile, you know?
Which is crazy, you know, which is insane. Imagine if this game with all the costumes and shit. Dude, this game with all the costumes. Now, obviously, by the way, if you guys like this game, go check out Sonic Runners Revival. It's like a fan project where you can basically play the game. But man, it was such a fun game, man. And again, they had banger music. This game is one of the best Sonic OSTs. You know, it genuinely, I think it's like 5-6 songs, and they're fucking insane, you know? And for reference, by the way, Sonic Dash didn't make the top 25, right?
No, it didn't, and Sonic Forces Speed Battle was the highest one after this, which was 32. Number
Right.
32 was Forces Speed Battle with 2.9 as the score.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so, yeah, Otani cooked, man. Otani cooked with this one, bro. Damn. Can't believe it, bro. Very, very happy, though. I'm very happy. I'm not complaining, man. I'm into it. I'm absolutely into it. There's not a single bad soundtrack on Unleashed. I know. The OST is good. Spring Emotions is super good, bro. You know, Dash is really generic. Yeah, Dash is just... But Dash is fun. There's a lot of content in Dash. All right. Oh, man. Next one. You know what? Next one, I'm going to give this one to Johnny because him and I really love
Johnny,
this
read
one.
it.
Oh, bro, this? Oh my god.
I thought it would be
One of
higher,
my
man.
favorites.
I thought this would... I'm really sad this wasn't higher. Give the
That would be like
scores.
top 10 at least.
I know.
The score is 3.6 average, and it has 23,201 votes.
Mm-hmm.
It is Sonic Colors for the Wii.
Sonic Colors Wii.
Man. Damn Sonic Colors, bro.
17.
Damn Sonic Colors. Look at that, man.
I think this is interesting because I think this game had a paradigm shift where, like, at the time it came out, it felt refreshing. It felt like a new direction. People liked the gameplay, right? Because it was just traditional Sonic. But now when you
Wrong
go back
layout?
at it, not only do
Oh, I am in the wrong
people don't
layout.
like the
Thank you.
writing, people don't like the writing, but also people are like, there's so much 2D in this game. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, no. This game literally... It's like that's what happened is the game came out, people adored it. It was one of the few Sonic games, which is still why I think it scored. Like, again, let's not be babies here. 17 is still very high because this is a list of games that people generally love, you know? But yeah, no, this game definitely had a shift. And even honestly, as someone who this used to be my favorite Sonic game, even I had a shift in it where I realized playing it older, like, oh yeah, there is a lot of 2D in this game, you know? Like a lot, and more than I even thought. But man, aesthetic-wise I love, you know? Music-wise I adore. Reach for the Stars is one of my favorite songs of all time. And, you know, I'm really happy. The spectacle of music in this game was pretty top-notch.
Yeah,
it really was, man.
The ideas are great, and I saw someone in chat saying like, this game played it really, really safe compared to a lot of other Sonic games. But you have to understand that's a product of the time because they had to at that point in time. They needed to. You know what I mean?
I agree. And the thing also about this game that I think people dislike over time, and honestly, like, now that we've seen that damage that happened years later, I get it, is the story, you know?
Pender's writing, or not
Right.
Pender's, sorry.
The Pontac, right?
Pontac writing, yeah,
Pontac,
Pontac,
yeah.
yes.
Where we shifted, like, we went from, like, Unleashed, and we went from, like, stuff like Unleashed and Black Knight to Saturday morning cartoon Sonic. By the way, Chandelier, thank you for the 2 years. So I think that's a big reason also people get upset about it. But again, I do want to preface that, like, I still think to this day, this Sonic game is one of the easily most replayable. It is most fun. It is not broken. It is just enjoyable. You know, I think it's fun. I know, Getso, don't worry. I think it's fun. I think it's just one of the most fun and easy to get into. You know, what's the name of the animal show that kills each other? Because the writers just showed that. Oh, Happy Tree Friends.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Ultimate is broken though. Well,
That's
fuck
why
you,
we
buddy.
put Wii. That's why we put Wii and not Colors
Yeah.
Ultimate, because we knew people would bomb Colors Ultimate. So
Yeah, I know,
The reason
I
we
know.
put Wii here specifically.
But I will say though, if it wasn't for the internet, I would have thought Sonic Colors Ultimate is just the same thing. But either way, very happy at least that it made it on 17. But again, as someone who has that as like my top 5 Sonic games, definitely part of my heart broke with that one, man. Every part of my heart broke with that one. It happens, bro. Listen, it happens. How are you feeling so far? Damn, we're almost in the top 15. Had a lot to do, but it was designed with a Wii remote and D-pad. That's true. That's true. It was designed with the Wii remote and D-pad. You know. Look at that, bro. And that. By the way, shout out. I want to give it just a mega shout out again. We have over 1,000 people
1K
here for
viewers.
this.
Love
Thank you.
to
Thank
see
you.
it.
Thank you.
Can I want to do this next one because this is my favorite. One of my it's probably my favorite 2D Sonic game. If I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you.
All right.
Okay.
Ultima, go
So
ahead.
this beat out Colors Wii by 0.08. 0.08. It beat out Colors Wii
Okay.
with a average score of 3.7 and a total review score of 16,425. So 3.7 average.
3.7.
Sonic Advance 3. Sonic Advance 3 is number 16.
Damn, Sonic Advance 3, everybody. There it is. Damn, number 6. That's really high up, man. That's really high up.
I'm really happy
surprised,
because, like,
you know,
this is my favorite of the Advanced trilogy, and a lot of people argue between if 1 or 2 is better. A lot of people seem to not. A lot nowadays. A lot of people don't seem to like 3 as much, but I've always loved it because I thought the tag team mechanic had so much personality.
That's
It was
a
really
big reason
cool.
why people love it for sure.
I really love that gameplay. It added a lot of replay value because going through stages was so cool with the team attacks.
Yeah.
And honestly, I felt like some of this, like when I was seeing Sonic Superstars footage, I'm like, oh, this reminds me so much of Sonic Advance 3 as the different characters on screen interacting. So I love this game. I'm definitely happy that it is this high. So 16, Sonic Advance 3.
Me too. Breaking news, you say just a game for Nintendo Switch Online on really Sonic-y. Yeah. Speaking of that, so what games did Nintendo Switch Online add? Ghouls and Ghosts, Crusader, Landstalker. All right, cool. But yeah, no, this game, I agree. Device. So I replayed this game recently when I did, the Sonic Advance trilogy retrospective. And here's the thing about this game. I adored the team up mechanic. I think it's a really good idea. It has so much charm and personality, especially obviously the sprites are fantastic. And some character combos are broken. But I thought my biggest flaw with this game was the fact that the level design was with 2D Sonic, I always say you need a balance. You need balance of just being able to just go fast and have momentum, and then some platforming. But this game had too much of like the platform by platforming, the Dim's problem.
A lot of instant kill. A lot of stuff where I will definitely say this. My issues with the game are not only that like instant kills that you just can't see because the screen is small, but also the convoluted way to get emeralds is also like crazy.
Awful.
Get the Chow, get the key in the level, go to the level,
it's really bad.
the thing. Like, okay, that's excessive, right?
It was a big problem in the GBA era. I don't know what it was about Game Boy Advance era where like games for some reason were ridiculously hard, Like I think of like Mega Man Zero on Game Boy Advance. I'm like, why are these the hardest fucking games I've ever played in my life? And it's like, a lot of GBA was like that. But yeah, man, I still think though, again, aesthetically fun. Team mechanic is super dope. And Dims was really out here with Sonic Advance. But damn. So yeah, that's number 16, right?
Yep, number 16. We are in top 15 now.
Damn, top 15, Chad. This is where shit gets crazy. This is where shit gets crazy. This is where stuff goes dummy, bro. The top of the crop. You know what I'm saying? The top of the crop, bro. Damn. Back in the day, making the game hard made it last longer. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the artificial game extender. Not gonna lie, this is hype as hell. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Again, this is you guys' vote so far. So, all right. So number 15. I'll say this one because again, this is one I really love.
Yeah.
Really love. And one that I think, a lot of people love, and a series that people love and people would love to see come back. And it is obviously Sonic Rush Adventure. That's right, everybody. Sonic Rush Adventure is your game right there, bro.
Yeah, number 15. Average was 3.7. Average of 3.7.
3.7 score.
And total score of 14,729. So a lot of people did play this one. 3.7 average is pretty good. I think the reason it's lower is because, of course, the in between the levels kind of sucks. But the levels themselves are awesome. Music is awesome. Marine is cool. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, what's up, Ian?
I need to finish this game because remember back in
should.
elementary school, I just played this on a DS. It was just fire game.
It's a good ass game, man. It's a good ass
literally
game.
the only
Not
part that sucks
everybody,
is the
buddy.
in between. Like the grind in between
Not
sucks, but the
everybody,
levels
buddy.
themselves are awesome.
The levels are so good, dude. I love the look of it. What a good game. Oh, hey, Katie. By the way, guys, Katie's in
Yo,
chat.
Katie.
Social media manager. She's
Katie.
watching us. She's watching. She needs to know what the community has to say. And this game is awesome. I genuinely love Sonic Rush Adventure. I remember this game I remember this is actually, you know what? This game is the first time I drew Sonic. Because I remember as a kid, I got those, like when you're a kid, as a kid it's tracing, but whatever. You know when like you get those papers that are see-through? I remember like drawing the box art from under it.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember just watching the trailers for this and just being so excited for this game. And I just loved, as a kid, I loved replaying the levels to get materials. When you're older, it's annoying. But as a kid, very happy. And again, to this day, man, 2D tricks, man, please, man. You know, that's the one flaw with Sonic Superstars. I can't do tricks after I do my jumps because tricks after jumps are fire, and I love that. So
It really keeps the pace of the gameplay going so
I
well
agree,
because you're
I
always
agree.
performing an action.
I agree. Can we get a recap for Katie? Katie, have you been here the whole time? Do you want a recap or have you seen everything? Unless, I don't know if you want a recap or you've been listening or you've been just lurking the entire time. Do you want a recap of what we got so far in top 25? Let us know. I just got here for 15. All right,
Okay,
Katie, here.
so-
Then let me recap you, Katie. So number 25, Sonic Pocket Adventure. Number 24, Sonic CD. Number 23, which is surprising. Number 23, Sonic Battle. Number 22, Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. Number 21, Sonic Heroes. Number 20, Sonic and the Black Knight. Number 19, Sonic Advance. Number 18, Sonic Runners. Number 17, Sonic Colors Wii. Number 16, Sonic Advance 3. Number 15, Sonic Rush Adventure. So there's your recap so far of the top 25 for those of you that just got here, for the KDs out there and everything. We'll have also, by the way, KD number 50 was Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. So good. You're safe. You're safe. It was before your time. All right.
Oh my god.
He was early not. Listen, Harren director. So yeah, we will keep going. Also, the YouTube video, I think we'll have them timestamped. But we should have them timestamped by number, not the actual reveal on it. So yeah. Alrighty. So next one. Who am I giving this one to? I'm gonna give this one to. I'll give this one to. I'll give it to Ultima again.
All right,
Because he's
I'm
part
back
of the
again.
series. Like I'm associating you with the
So-
series.
So number 14, this one also barely beat out Rush Adventure.
Ooh.
With a total review score of 17,518 and an average of 3.7, we have Sonic Advance 2, the only one left. Sonic
Damn, Sonic Advance 2. Damn, all three Sonic Advance games made the list.
2. Yeah, that's
Made
crazy.
the top 25.
That's honestly surprising. I'm
man.
shocked but happy. And again, this game, the level design is a lot better. You get Cream the Rabbit, of course. I hate
Yeah.
the bosses, but like everything else is great.
Literally, that's the thing. I think this game is so fun. Like, it is genuinely so fun. The character selection is awesome. The level design is super fun because, again, it does that mix of fun, dumb levels where you can jump around, have a good time. Things don't frustrate you with a lot of charm, and it's never frustrating except the bosses. The bosses are the worst part of the game. That's it, But the energy of it is so good. But again, this list made me really understand. Like, again, people really love Sonic Advance. Like, those games need to be on Nintendo Switch Online or in a collection, man. People love them so, so much. And of course, Ultimate Flash Sonic memories, right? A lot of Ultimate Flash Sonic, which people grew up with, are their memories of Sonic Advance 2, Which is wild, man. Which is wild. Anyone else have thoughts on Sonic Advance 2?
Two, I didn't like that much.
Okay.
Compared to 3, 'cause I absolutely fucking love 3.
Right.
But 2 was still really, really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
I
see.
enjoyed
Yeah.
it. I really enjoyed it. It was just the bosses, and then the bottom was pissed, but that was pretty much it. I
Yeah.
think it's still a really good game.
I just want Cream the Rabbit playable again, man. Where is she? She's been gone for years.
I know, but bring her back, man. Somebody bring her back, damn it. Somebody. Oh my god. But yeah, that is your number 14. Next one, let's give it to Ian.
I'm ready, baby.
I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for
We
this
got
one.
for number 13 with a score of 3.8 and Review
3.8,
scores
that's
at
really high.
20,582. Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Damn.
See, here's the thing. Back as a
Talk to
kid,
me.
I love this game.
Of
dog.
course, bro.
This is like a really enjoyable racing
Of
game.
I think
course.
when,
So much
no,
fun with, dog.
100 when people talk about the best like Mario quote unquote Mario Kart clones, this is like
It's
always
this.
in the
It's
discussion.
this.
100%.
It is
And the
100%
reason,
this, man.
this game does more the transforming mechanic than Mario Kart 8 did. Like
Dude,
unironically,
he is very low. You just gotta come
The
closer.
transforming mechanic, it slaps. Great
Wait,
roster, great
you should
music.
have microphone.
Yeah, your mic is fucking. Yeah, no, dude, this game is awesome. Like, I like flying way more than I do gliding, you know? I like hovering on top of the water with shit way more than I do underwater, you know? And they had third-party characters. And the best part about this game, too, is it does what I always wanted Mario Kart to do, which is the dynamic courses, right? Like, when you get to lap number 2, the course changes. When you get to lap 3, sometimes the course changes. Like, dynamic racetracks are what I want so much more in kart racing, which they finally started doing in Mario Kart with the tour tracks. Yes, it is, by the way, fan. It is.
Just hear me good?
Yo, what's up, Ian?
I was just wondering if you can hear me good now.
You
you're
sound
good.
better. You
Yeah,
sound
you're
better.
good.
Uh-huh.
Alright, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, I was saying what's it called. Yeah, this game, I think what's good, just also like even the CG is so good. They had Wreck-It Ralph in this game. I think they have Banjo in this game, right?
Danica Patrick from real life.
Yeah,
Danica
yeah.
Patrick from real life is
Yeah.
in this game.
Danica Patrick is in the game too. Yeah, no,
Oh,
there's
they got Crazy Taxi.
I know,
That's true,
I know,
yeah.
bro.
See, it's just so good.
Banjo's in the
Like-
first game,
Like
okay,
also
okay.
I said, flying feels so good. The boat feels so good. It's just, it's just an enjoyable game.
Ralph is top tier. Ralph is top tier. But yeah, no, I love this game. I genuinely like, and I think that's why I was so excited and bummed by Team Sonic Racing is because I love the racing games, like the regular racing games, but I felt like it was a step down to take out the transforming mechanic because it was so,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
good.
it was so,
man. I
it's
was-
so cool.
And- Yeah. And also,
Crazy,
this
man.
also Transform got a lot of updates over time, and
Yes.
Team Sonic Racing was just abandoned, which sucks. But you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's how it is.
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It happens.
Before
Next
we do,
one.
before we do number 12, I just want to say that number 12 beat out number 13 by 0.003.
Oh,
0.003 difference between 13
Before
and
we
12.
count the
so
next
very
one, I
close.
need to grab my Uber from downstairs. So scare them a little bit. I caught them.
So, chat, what do you throw it out there? What do you think number 12 is that beat 13 by 0.03? Throw it out there, chat, while he's gone. I'll read your answers. Unleash, Shadow. A lot of people are saying Shadow. Where's Lost World? Let me check. Lost World on console was number 35 with an average of 2.7. So Lost World was
That's like criminal.
shut up.
I don't
bro.
know. I don't think it's criminal.
That game.
Have you scared them?
At least 25.
Yeah, I scared them.
Okay, what did you
Uh,
tell
I'm
them?
scared about seeing Lost World.
I just told them where Lost World was real quick because they were like,
Okay, cool.
All right, but again, 0.03 difference between 13 and 12. So 13 was Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform. Number 12,
Afro.
if anybody wants to read it.
Wait, so you actually told them where Lost World? Where was Lost World?
35?
Yeah, 35.
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
Let me
dude.
tell you this one.
You want to read
Oh,
this
you
one,
want to do
Johnny?
this one, Johnny? Go for
Yeah,
it, of
read number
course.
12. Read number 12.
Okay, so I remember when I was playing this game, right?
Yep.
And I remember I had to play this game through and through because I didn't have a fucking memory card.
Uh-huh.
And this game has an average of 3.8, and it has a total
Very
review
high.
score of 17,860. Sonic Riders.
Yup.
Dude.
Riders
now.
has won as the best Sonic racing game, everybody.
There
Sonic
is your
Riders.
Sonic
No freaking
racing
way.
game, bro. Riders, man.
I'm surprised because I'm someone who prefers zero gravity because I don't like the fuel mechanic, but you can't deny how fucking fire Riders is. So
dude.
I think that's understandable.
Sonic Riders, aesthetically, best
Yep.
style. Best
Yep,
style in the series by
100%.
far, man.
Oh, definitely.
It, from the character design to the character models, how expressive they are, to how cool the story mode. This is the coolest Sonic game.
Yeah, I agree. It oozes style. It oozes style. I love
can't
Sonic
catch
games
up
when
with
they were
him.
from an
Get
era
out
of
of
like,
my
we don't
way.
care if people think it's stupid, we're gonna do what we think is cool. And they just play it seriously. It's awesome. That's why Black Knight was
Absolutely.
so high, you know?
Absolutely. And of course, has the best opening to a Sonic game ever. You know, one of them at least. Ian, what do you think about this game?
I played it once.
Go. Nice job.
Also worth noting, there's that fan mod of it that is still supported to this day with a bunch of crazy characters and online play and everything, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. No, that game, Sonic Riders Tournament Edition, it's so good. And it's just incredible to see how much people still love this game. And again, this game is hard. Like, this game is, it has mechanics that are very difficult, you know, to learn. It's so challenging, but it's so fun. And again, I think people just love the aesthetic and style. And it just felt better to have this, you know, than it did to have a regular kart racer. The first one was one of the best. The fuel mechanic is good to keep you on your toes. The controls feel good, and what's it called? Mechanic, it's still a game. What else y'all got? Yeah, it's hard to play, but it's also the fact that it goes in with the aesthetic and gameplay. Yeah, no, it's so dope. You know, it's so challenging, but I love it. Yeah, no, Sonic Riders definitely deserves a remake. I would love it, bro. That's right. Yeah, the story is enjoyable though. I like the story. You know, they tried at least. You know.
Yeah, at least there's like a single player campaign to a racing game. You don't get that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, man. I just listen. Just please listen, Sig, if you're listening. Okay, just make a new one. Okay.
Please, we're begging.
You know, listen. Listen.
Yeah,
listen, just please do it. All right, Ian, can you do
No,
it, man?
people
Can you do it?
didn't.
Can you do it?
Sega, people didn't buy free riders because they don't like riders. They didn't buy free riders because it's not Connect and it sucked. Please understand.
Whoa, I like free riders.
Well, someone has to. You know, someone has to like free riders. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. All right. Next up, let me see what's next here.
11. We're at number 11 now.
Ooh. Okay.
You
I
wanna
can do
read
this one. I'll do this one. Next up, number 11.
Yeah.
It is not the third game in the series. All right. It is different. Okay. And that is. Nope. That is Sonic Colors DS.
Sonic DS.
Colors DS, bro.
3.8 average.
I'm
Sonic
shocked.
Colors DS.
I'm really shocked. Genuinely.
Ow, it's a good game.
You know what's crazy? It is significantly higher than Sonic Colors.
Yeah,
Sonic Colors was 17. This is 11. That's 6
that's
places
crazy.
higher. That's crazy.
Well,
right?
I feel like because like when like if you think about a Sonic game on console, you think about a 3D game, right? But this is on a DS, so it's like a specific, you know, 2D game.
Yeah, and
They're really
again,
disappointed.
more people played Colors on console on Wii, etc. Right? So
I just
more
can't
people
believe
played
it.
it. Less people played this one, but the people who did play this one
They
love it.
voted
And a lot of
high.
people swear by this game. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
This game's so fucking good.
Honestly, this was one of my peaks back then. You wanna know why? Because I just remember specifically this one memory. I was chilling with my dad and my brother, just playing Sonic Colors on the DS. We were at Pizza Hut. I had the stuff
Talk to him, man.
My Sonic Colors DS.
Let
it
him
was
know.
such a great experience. That's why it's
Let
like
him
one of
know.
my favorite ones. Specifically,
Tell him.
A lot of chat saying the cameos of other characters in this game were awesome.
Yeah.
But the story was better, which I agree with.
First game I beat in one sitting. Yeah, it just surprised it because I feel like
yeah, it's pretty great.
people really like this game. I didn't think they'd like it more than the Wii game, you know? So very surprising. Again, I'm not upset by it, but this definitely one download the DS demo now. Definitely one that I didn't expect to be especially this high. And honestly, I gotta play it again. I played it on stream and I really liked it, but I don't know, I didn't love it. Maybe because I just wasn't like focused. So I was playing it, talking, commentating and stuff. But again, I think people just love the boost 2D Sonic games, you know? And it's very clear. Like I feel like by far, if we were to go like by this top 25, by far the formula that is in this most is like the modern 2D Sonic, you know? From Advanced Trilogy to Rush Adventure, you know, to Colors DS. Like we have a lot of this style of Sonic, and people just love this style, man. So good for it, dude. Good for it, dude. As it should be.
We're in the top 10 now, everybody. We're in the top 10.
10. Everybody breathe.
Chat, I don't want to be
Everybody
Mr.
breathe.
Clickbait, but number 10 will surprise you. Number 10 will surprise you, guys.
Number 10 will surprise you. It's true, man. It's true. Before we get to number 10, I want to throw y'all with a
Wait for a sponsor video real quick.
Go for it. No, should I hit them with a? Let me hit them with some bad news, actually, before we get to.
Okay.
Let me hit them with the bad news, all right? Bad news is Shadow Bros.
Shadow Bros, we lost.
Shadow Bros was number 34 on the list with an average score of 2.8. So I'm sorry, Shadow Bros. Y'all fought. I know you guys are out there.
Look, as an unironic enjoyer of this game, it comes from a place of like, I love what it does right, but I'm never, it's like a guilty pleasure. I'm never gonna argue this is peak gaming. I love this game personally. It's very important to me as a person, but I would never argue that this is one of the best Sonic games ever.
Yeah, but it beat Lost World, so
it did. It beat Forces.
Nah, fuck
it beat
you,
a lot
no.
of stuff.
Exactly. So I am all of me. Another one we can lob them. Let's see. What's one more I can lob them from the losing bracket here? Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, number 48. So yeah, as expected. I know. I'm sorry.
But chat, it beat 1.9 for Sonic Chronicles at 48. It beat Sonic 4 Episode 1 by 0.1. 49 was Sonic 4 Episode 1 at 1.8.
Can't believe it. All right, number 10. This is, to be fair, this is like really when we get into like the loves, you know?
Yeah, and chat, also keep in mind, at this point forward, for the most part, these are like, they're so close together. It's like 0.00 shit of differences, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that they're all very close together, okay? But number 10, go ahead, dude.
Who's doing it?
You do.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 10 on the list, everybody, is Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog
number
2
10.
is number 10, everybody. Wow.
Average is 3.9. For people asking, average is 3.9 out of nearly 28,000 votes. Our total review score is 28,353. Average is 3.9.
Yeah, I mean, Sonic 2, I would say, was the first genuinely beloved Sonic game. Because Sonic 1, obviously, back in the day, people loved, but I feel like Sonic 2 was like when shit got real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we got Tails in the game, you know? We got iconic boss battles. We
The
got
level
our
design
like
was a lot better.
Yeah, we got our chemical plant zones, and this is my first exposure to Sonic in general. Exactly, you know, we got arcades in it. One of my first games I ever played, Wednesday, one of the first games you ever played, bro. You know, and I think honestly this is a perfect spot for it. I'm glad it made it in the top 10 because I feel like this one, obviously, we just grabbed the mobile game trailer. But yeah, Moondalet, I agree, one of the best level designs in the series. In Sonic 2, there's a few times I play a level and I'm like, this is annoying me, you know?
Maybe
I feel like it's fun throughout.
Maybe Metropolis Zone, but yeah, overall incredible.
Yeah, overall super fun, super well designed. And again, like Tails being introduced, a big part of the series. Just hella fun game, man. I first played it on mobile. I actually think, no, not me. I didn't play it on mobile the first time, but one of the first times I really dived deep into it was the mobile re-release.
I definitely played this first on the collection on GameCube.
Yeah.
Yep, the collection on GameCube.
I played on Mega Collection, you're right. Man, really happy though. Really happy. It's awesome, man. I played it on Mega Collection on Genesis, yeah. The most sold Sonic game on Mega Drive. I played this on DS Collection first, yeah. But yeah, Sonic 2, also, I mean, just this is a very iconic game in the series. I feel like the first iconic game in the series and one that has not been I feel like when it comes to Sonic games where people change their opinions, no one changes their opinion on Sonic 2. I feel like Sonic 2 is just easily beloved, you know, just through and through, the whole way, you know, the whole 9 yards. The main game I played in Mega Collection was Sonic 2 and Mean Bean Machine. Yeah, I understand that, 100%. Damn, okay. So that is our number 10. Alrighty. Number 9. Now, what I will say about number 9 is... Yeah, no, I won't say anything. I can't say that. Because I'm wrong about it. So, you know what, Johnny? I'll lob you number 9.
Number 9. A beloved game in the franchise. Everyone
what's the
fucking
score?
loves. Has a score of 23,559.
Oh my god.
Average is 4.2.
Okay, that's really high, man.
Rush.
Sonic Rush, the OG Sonic Rush. Oh my god.
Sonic Rush.
Back to back, everybody give him back. There it is, everybody. That is really high up, man. People love Sonic Rush.
They do. It's a lot of it is, again, music's iconic, but people love playing as Blaze. People want Blaze in the mainline games again. They love playing as Blaze. The level design is now there's a lot of bottomless pits that everyone knows, but overall the level design is really fun with all the tricks and the movement and the boost. Obviously, it's a good system balance. Again, I think the only issue I have is the bosses take too many hits, and that's it.
I agree, bro. What's up, Ian?
No, I saw the most bright lightning bolt. Anyways, yeah, I think Sonic Rush is generally a fire game. Like I was playing it, I loved the music. It was just really fun.
Yeah. Dude, one of the most replayed games on my DS when I was growing up.
Absolutely, man.
I definitely one of the games I think like pushed me to be like, oh, I want to get the fastest time. I want to go through like it pushed me to like not speed run, but you know what I mean, like go through the levels as fast as I can because it just the movement is so fun with all the tricks
so
and keeping
good.
boost. Yeah.
Obviously, Hideki, you know, made the OST. I adore this game, man. Like genuine. I know it's a game that's hard to remake because of obviously the DS style of it, because it definitely I thought it was such a clever use of the two screens, you know.
Yeah, it was.
But man, I genuinely think like one of the most fun games in the series. Some of the bosses can be frustrating, but it's just I feel like it's a game that no matter what you think about it in a positive light, you know.
Yeah.
You think about it in a positive light for sure. It's just so good, bro. You know, having me grow up with both modern and classic Sonic. Yeah, it's such a good balance of both modern and classic
it's like
Sonic.
Blend. It's the blend of both. It is. It absolutely is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's Sonic Rush. John, do you have any thoughts on Sonic Rush?
Oh, I fucking adore this game.
Oh,
perfect. I'm not wrong. I think I replayed this game like 24 times. I was literally playing this game like fucking over and over and over again. Like, oh, the fucking Chaos Emeralds is fucking. Immaculate.
Yeah, no, it's what's it called? You're going to change my way. It's so good, bro. And obviously the ending is so good. I love it, bro. I love it. Damn. Okay, now let me see.
We're at number 8.
Oh,
this is a big one, guys. Do you want me to read it? Does anybody else want to read it? Ian, you want to read this one?
No, wait. I think we should all read this one.
All right.
Because I feel like this one's going to shock people, hurt people, hype people, you know? And I think it's going to put a lot of the internet into perspective. All right?
All right, so count down like 3, 2, 1, and we'll say it.
Yeah, obviously we're going to be out of sync, but it's okay. It'll be funny. All right?
Number 8.
Actually, no. I have a better idea. I'll play the trailer. Okay?
Okay.
All right? Hold up. All right, guys. Number 8. Alrighty, here we go.
Product not yet rated.
Sonic Unleashed.
Am
I the only one that likes Sonic Unleashed?
And chat, so this also had an average of 4.2. It barely beat out Sonic Rush. And total review score 28,134. And I want to make sure it's clear to everybody because, again, there are different versions. We basically said this is like an amalgam. So it's like whatever your preference, your preferred version of Sonic Unleashed, that's the version you were voting on. So yeah, it got a 4.2. 4.2 for 8th place.
Yeah, I was thinking that's why it was at 8 because there's so many different versions, so we had many different experiences. Like, I had the 360 experience. I think Fidel had a Wii.
I grew up with the Wii version. Yeah, I grew
up
with the
Wii.
I played it on 360, but also like keep in mind, chat. There's also the new version on that's backwards compatible with the FPS boost, and I honestly think that helped boost it a lot. Like,
what about you, Johnny?
Yeah.
360.
Did you have a 360?
So we first played because I think 360 version is like the best one, and that's why I really love it a lot. I understand the problems with the game. I understand
for sure.
Because
here's the thing.
Yeah, go. Like I get because like were you really talking about the warehouse?
Well, I was gonna say really when they got the upgrade on the Xbox Series S, that I literally bought the Xbox 4 to stream that 60 FPS version of the game. My eyes definitely awakened. Because I was someone who was just like, okay, Sonic is cool, but again, I grew up with the Wii version, which is why I didn't understand, you know?
Yeah.
And then my second exposure to the game was Project Unleashed from Generations. So that's where I found my love for the daytime stages, right? And then playing that Xbox update where I had the 60 FPS, I learned to love this game so much. Music-wise, the 3D levels are phenomenal. They're lengthy. They're so hard to S-rank. They make you learn them. But again, I think what keeps us at like number 8 and not like a top 3, it really is the Werehog. No matter what way you spin it, the Werehog is a hit or miss. There's no in between. You either hate Werehog or you love Werehog, you know?
Yeah,
It's definitely a pace killer.
So
it's a pace killer because some
Yeah.
of those levels go on for far too long. I wish there was a way to blend the two gameplay styles together better. Because
That's
in
Eggman
Eggman Land, in Eggman Land, right? There are those you hit those medals and you swap during a level, right?
Yes.
So there's a combination of both. Like I wish there was more of that. Also, like again, it's a meme, but you cannot have that fucking battle theme play every single time. Stop! Stop! The music's too good. Stop playing the music.
Damn it, man. Damn it. You killed that OSC. Why'd you do that?
me personally,
Uh-huh.
I think so with Sonic Unleashed. Like this is my personal top one.
Uh-huh,
But,
really?
like,
Okay.
Yeah, because like the day stages, I feel like they're perfect because they're so
perfect.
unique to each other. The music's so amazing. It's just a really enjoyable gameplay. Now that's for day stages. Night stages, I personally don't mind. I like Werehog, but like I understand the problem because like it's a pace killer. Sometimes the combat can be repetitive, and then like the battle theme it kind of gives me flashbacks. Warframe.
Right.
So, like I'd be walking and then I just hear it. But like it also has my favorite final boss from Sonic, I think.
Oh yeah, the
But
final
especially
boss
the
is
song.
fantastic, man. Werehog definitely dragged it out. The only thing that
how
they
many
removed in the
tablets?
original, the Werehog should have just focused on vertical levels.
To me, unironically, when I think of Sonic, and if I have to pick one song that defines Sonic, Endless Possibilities, always. I think that is the one song that captures Sonic better than anything else.
That and Reach for the Stars for me, for sure. Those
At
two
least
songs
it's
like are
that or
Sonic for me.
Pitbull for me.
And I really do think like, I don't know, I think this game, obviously this was also the highest budget a Sonic game had at the time. This game was designed,
bro.
This game, by the way, guys, was going to be the last Sonic game. They were on like their last legs with this one, which is why they put like their all in it. Which is why, again, like the production value is crazy. And it's not like fully, but like this is like their last big shot. I shouldn't say last time, but it was their last big shot for a big AAA Sonic game, It was the last game with a budget. That's the way I would say it. It was going to be ended, because of 06 flopping, as well, right? It was really bad for them. It was really bad for them at the time after 06, because the name was so down under at that point, So it was a good thing this game reviewed well and scored well. Besides, obviously, people it sold really well, but people this game is so funny to me because I'm telling you, I was there when it came out and people hated this game because of the Werehog. They were all like, Werehog was a meme. People hated it. They made fun of it, And over time, people just love it and realize how much ahead of the game it was. So that
and
is
also
Sonic
another
Unleashed.
part of that element also is because this game at launch had performance issues. It had frame drops. It ran badly in some cases. And as soon as that 60 FPS boost on Xbox Series X happened, people were like, wait, holy shit, this is how the game was meant to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the IGN review hated the day stages. Yeah, they were out for it, man. What you got, Ian?
Now I'm just still thinking about like the day stages because like I think like Rooftop Run probably one of my favorite tracks. Like,
Rooftop Run is fantastic.
Yeah. And Dragon Road's fire too.
All right, next one. Here we go, Cho. We're getting to the top of the top, man.
Yep.
Can I say this one?
Go for it,
Go
Ian.
ahead,
You
Ian.
can say this one, man. You can
This
say this one.
This is one of my favorite ones.
This is iconic, man.
All right, for number 7.
Lucky number 7.
With a review score of 29,570 and an average score of 4.2. Oh, I thought I read it wrong. My fault. Sonic Adventure.
Sonic
Sonic
Adventure, number 7.
1,
Sonic
everybody.
Adventure 1.
Damn, there it is, guys. Sonic Adventure 1, bro.
was Sonic
Open your
Adventure.
heart. Look at that, man.
It's funny because I feel like this game there's always been people who don't like it as much as other games or do like it more. It's always been in that middle ground, I think, in terms of opinion. But I think a lot of people nowadays look back at it fondly just because you have all the playable characters. You know, it has a gripping narrative of like everything going on with the Echidna tribe is really interesting, and Chaos himself. Chao Garden, of course, is there. The hub world is great. I mean, this was like a Sonic game where the world felt so fleshed out. Right?
Exactly.
I thought the story was great here too. It was just a really enjoyable game.
It has this game as such. The thing about this game is it has such an identity. You know, like characters have their own like unique themes, right? You get to play. Obviously, I know some people have an issue with the DX models. You know what we mean when we have it here. But like, I just think like aesthetically, this game is so like. It's so visually interesting. It's so cool. And it's really when these characters became the characters we love, you know? Because obviously in the 2D games, we had some love for it, you know? What's up, Ian?
No, I
You're
didn't
gonna say it. Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Oh.
It just, with this game, it just felt like they were doing so much to give Sonic so much more of an identity. You know, it established modern Sonic. You know, even getting Tails, like Tails having like a cooler character arc, even getting more of Eggman being more menacing than he was just cartoony. Like, it just gave these characters life, and it controlled so well back in the day. Like, again, like momentum based, you know, platforming, you know, the spin dash, the open areas, right? It's like it was so. I just thought it was so well designed. SA1 was my first solo console game. I'm always gonna have a soft spot for it, of course. Who here has someone in this call to say?
Me too, because I was gonna say I have a soft spot for this because like besides 06, because this was like one of my first few Sonic games, and I personally didn't love this game half like that. Like I think it's my most replayed Sonic game, like of all time, and I just like loved everything about it.
It's so good.
Just, like, I just played it back on that. I think I played on 360, so like I don't know if that's like the extra warm up.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Johnny, I know you're a hater often, but do you have anything to say about this game?
Again, like this game does have its moments where I do love.
Okay.
But again, like I feel like the game.
Hey, Katie.
It does show its age sometimes, but it's still like a lovable game. I understand why people adore this game with their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, like when it comes to old games, I feel like a lot of old games age poorly. Yeah. But I think it's if they have an identity, then you still love them. And to me, this game has an identity, you know, like whether it's the story, whether it's the aesthetic and music and everything, it's just like it has soul, you know.
Yeah, it has a lot of soul, and I think again, someone in chat said it earlier. There is, of course, the argument of like some things didn't age as well, but when you compare this game to a lot of other games at the same time in this era, it definitely does not like feel as bad as a lot of those other games. So
yeah, no,
you know,
nowhere near. All right, number 6.
I got this one.
You want to do this one? Go for it. Go for it.
This is definitely the first Sonic game that I remember beating, that I remember playing, that made me fall in love with this franchise by 0.1. So number 7 was Sonic Adventure with 4.2. Number 6 with 4.3. Sonic Adventure 2, everybody. Sonic Adventure 2 beat
Adventure 2
by 0.1, everybody.
Wow.
SA2.
Wow. Sonic
SA2 is number 6. SA2 is number 6.
There it is, bro. Sonic Adventure 2. A shit ton of votes for this one, you know, a shit ton of 5-star votes. What was the score of it?
The score of it, this one was, total review score was 30,929 with an average of 4.3. For comparison's sake, Adventure had almost the same amount of votes at 29,570. So very close. These two were very, very, very close together.
Yeah.
Very close together.
I
but
really thought it was
going
to be top 3. I really thought it was going to be top 3, man. Like, top 6 is awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, man. You know,
I think if I had to guess, people, even though I personally love the varied playstyles, even I can understand some people they just want to play as Sonic, or they just want to play as X character and go in between them. Like some people don't like the mech sections, some people don't like the treasure hunting sections, people don't like, you know what I mean? And because of that, because people don't like certain segments, that people sort of rate it lower. Personally, you know, as much as I love this game, I grew up with it. It's definitely like one of my favorite Sonic games ever. Yeah. Even I don't like the mech segments. Even I don't like the mech segments, but I still love the game overall. You know what I mean?
I think this game, it's like. Adventure 2 is almost like its own conversation with Sonic. Like, I think it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, Shadow himself became such a massive identity with Sonic, which is why people adore Adventure 2 so much, you know?
And the plot was also, like, again, it took itself very seriously.
Yes,
it was
it's
very
so good.
heavy, which is great, you know? People really like that.
But again, yeah, it's like, I think the thing about this game is people forgive a lot of its flaws because, again, it's so fucking cool. This game is so cool, you know? Like, no, this is about
the narrative
this
is
six
also
kitchen.
great. Like, splitting the narrative between the villains and the heroes and you play as both is genius. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It had a lot of content. This game was not ashamed to be cool, even if other people thought it was cringe. Exactly. It took these dumb characters seriously. And again, we got cool stuff. Like, we got Rouge the Bat introduced, obviously, caused fucking mental damage to the internet for years to come. You know, gave us our boy Shadow, you know, gave us more, you know, gave us those Tails mech levels, which no one talks about, but they're still cool. But again, the Sonic levels are so good too. Like, dude, I mean, and City Escape. Like, City Escape alone is its own, like, big deal.
Live and Learn
you know?
as well. No, most memorable soundtrack for a lot
Live
of
and
people.
Learn. I know, Soul Cake, I know. Oh, man. But, yeah, the speed levels are good, but are too long for later levels. The mech levels get old too fast, and the treasure hunting are hit or miss. Exactly. It's like, a lot of this game can be hit or miss over time, but fuck, man, is it so cool. You know, it is so dope. When
and
we
also,
replayed it last week, it was
the
awesome.
pacing is really, like, I like it because you're always on your toes going between different characters. You're fighting a boss. The flow is great. Chow Garden got upgraded as well, which is awesome as well. There's a lot of content in this game. All the missions, etc. Yeah, no, great game.
Now, top
You
five.
deserve
Of
to
course.
do number 5. You deserve to do number 5.
You know, you do it.
Number
Yeah, Fidel,
five.
you
Guys,
deserve this
top
one.
five. Top five. Do we, since we're in top five, does anyone have any predictions for what number 1 is right now? Does anyone have any predictions for what number 1
your
is?
predictions for number 1. We're not going to say anything, but...
Give me your predictions for number 1. Let's see. I'm seeing Frontiers. I'm seeing Generations. I'm seeing Mania. I'm seeing Sonic 3s. I'm seeing some Gens. Okay. Ooh, a lot of different answers, man.
A lot of different
answers.
Oh,
shit. Okay.
You are not ready.
All right, man.
Number 5 has to be done by Fidel. Number 5 has to be.
Of course, man. Number 5, everybody, is a game that means a lot to me, and is a game that, you know, is still in the spotlight today and is still getting better and better, and that is, holy shit, Sonic Frontiers, man. Wow.
Frontiers number 5, guys.
Wow.
And that was,
It's
so wait,
fine,
chat, it was
do it.
4.4
Wow.
average. 4.4 average. So 0.1 higher than Sonic Adventure 2. 0.1 higher.
This game, let me tell you
turnaround.
why.
What a turnaround of despair to hopium to
I know.
like peak to even better. The game just keeps on getting better. We haven't even gotten the 3rd update yet.
The thing about this game, and I think I understand why it's reviewed so high despite any conversation around it, it was something we wanted and needed for so fucking long. You know, the franchise changed for almost a decade, story-wise and tone-wise, you know? So to go back to, you know, Sonic taking itself seriously, to going, like, I don't give a shit what flaws this game has, right? This game fucking gives a shit about Sonic. You know, it wants to be one of the best in the series, you know? And, like, I love so much of it, you know? And by the way, the polls were closed. This was like the night of the update, you know?
Yeah.
And like,
this was even before update 2. It probably would have been higher after update 2, honestly.
yeah, and it's like, the music is fantastic, right? The story I love so much. It feels like they gave a shit, you know? Like the the boss battles, bro, are the best in the series, bar none.
My God, the first battle, Giganto, that could have been the final. Could have been the final boss in any other Sonic game. It's the first fucking boss.
Yeah,
chat.
it's
incredible. Your first time playing that game is unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you encounter the bosses for the first time, I wish I could experience that again.
Yeah,
I wish I could experience that again.
I'm telling you, this game, for like a new generation of people, is gonna be their Sonic adventure, really. Where like, they'll look back and it's flawed, but fuck is it so cool. It gives a shit, you know? It's awesome, right? And it's like, I love this game so much, man. I really do. Like, there's a reason if you go on my PlayStation 5, it says I have 290 hours. I have so much hours on PC, and I just go back to it, man. And we keep going back to it and talking about it because
and I think the best part about this game is like even better now is it just shows, like, again, you said that a lot of this game is it showed they gave a shit, and they're still giving a shit. We got characters playable, like multiple characters coming in Update 3 that people have wanted playable for so long. They added momentum and spin dashing back in Update 2, and that was even before this people voted on this, that we knew about that, right? That's crazy. Like, that's awesome, you know?
It's awesome, man. And again, the game is still getting better. And really, honestly, like, I genuinely think when Update 3 comes out, this will be a top 3 easy, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, what about you, Ian? How do you feel about it?
I was Sonic Frontier. Right? I genuinely did really like it. Like, it's actually like, I think it's top 5. Yeah, it's top 5
for you. Okay.
And like, I think besides 06, it's like probably like has one of my favorite soundtracks, mainly because of, like, island themes. I genuinely love like Chronos, like Arena's got like some of that, and then like it's generally it's just so unique. It's like genuinely just
it's sick, man.
I just love everything about it. Besides like the only problem I have is like the ending part, but like, I genuinely love everything. The whole time with it.
Johnny,
Flying Your Flames, like probably one of my favorite songs from.
Flying Your Flames, beautiful.
I feel like the way Sonic went from like 3D to 2D, 3D into like open zone areas, it did like near perfect. You have all the challenges all around. You have the whole huge open area. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't perfect at all. It was fun too. Like that moment when the game first released and everyone fucking united, it would fucking like play the game left and right before like everyone started talking about problems. That is like one of the best moments of my fucking life.
Yeah.
It's just praising the game.
Genuinely, like you said, Johnny, when you were playing it and we watched together you fighting Giganto for the first time, that was like one of the best moments like in my head of like video games.
That
like,
was so
unironically, that was such a good moment to have together. Like, I love it, and like I also just really like how this game. Like, I really like how they turned it around because, you know, the first impressions we got were so, like, scarce and, like, shaky cam and the awful IGN footage were, like, what's going on? But, like, I think having the faith in the game being out like it is and Sonic Team, like, you know, the passion was there. You know what I mean? And I love it.
So good. And genuinely, like, those Titan fights, I think, are, like, my favorite boss fights in games, just, like, for the hype of them and everything. It's just, again, this game, despite its flaws, they give a shit. You know, it shows that, like, it no longer feels like, oh, say a Sonic Team is trying, they're gonna go back. Like, we're continuing to go forward, and I'm so happy, man. And like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now, number 4. Wow.
Before we get to number 4, I want to shout out Katie for this one. That's all I'll say. So Discord, this was a bit higher than Frontiers. It got 4.5 average. Does anyone want to read it?
I cannot believe it. I'll go for it, man. Number 4. This shocked the shit out of me. And that is the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That is
number 4. Number 4.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Katie, there it is. Yeah, that's your baby. The murder of Sonic, number 4.
That's an April Fool's joke, guys.
Yeah.
Crazy. But this just shows, like, coming off of Frontiers, because, again, everyone involved with this project deeply loves Sonic. Man. Their passion is there. They care. And the writing, like, a lot of people, like, the writing is so fun. Like, the characterization is so good. We haven't seen a lot of these characters in so long. Like, people genuinely love these characters, and that's why this game turned out so amazing.
Wait, what was the score again? What's the average score of this one?
So this was rounded to 4.5. Let me pull up the specific number because it was slightly higher. So this game had 4.47 and Frontiers had 4.38. So
and also,
so it beat it up by just a little bit, but it did beat it. It did beat it.
I think it's because this game, for what it is perfect. You know, like it got a lot of like people that voted just gave it 5, basically. You know. Because it's like, it felt so charming. It was so cute. It was so out of nowhere. I think it's also like one of the most well-reviewed Sonic games on Steam, if not the most well-reviewed.
It is.
And it showed a few things, right? One, it showed again how much people adore these characters. That's some of the best characterizations of these people. You know, it shows just also like it shows just Sega's willingness to be flexible with the IP. I'll never forget.
I feel like this game would have never existed, like even 5 years ago, and if it did, it would have been a huge joke, and it would have been insulting.
Yeah,
and
it would have been like
not that at all.
Exactly. Like it would have been like a 1 hour, like a 30-minute thing they pumped out just for fun, and that's it. But like the fact that the characters have different fits, they have artists from IDW, they got like SPO being back was crazy, in the spotlight. It's like I've never seen anyone dislike this game genuinely. And shout out again to Katie and
all
Michelle,
the team that worked on this.
all the team this is such a perfect, well-kept secret.
Community. It's such a community game. Like so many community members worked on this and it's free. I genuinely hope they port it to consoles for other people to get into it. I can't believe it. Unironically, if they want to make one of these like once every year or 2 years, like please, we love this.
I'd love it.
It's so good.
And not just that, I think obviously like one of my favorite memories was like it came out that day. We immediately hit up the group, the voice acting group. Guys, tonight we need to do a fan dub of this, right? Yeah. And I think that fan dub is still one of my most views. I think it's like 67K. It's like
such a heartwarming moment of everybody coming together and us reacting to all the stuff together was so good. Like us seeing Sage at the end.
It was awesome.
My heart melted.
It was so cute, man. It was absolutely adorable. It was absolutely so cute. So good, man. But yes, I was shocked though. Number 4. I really thought maybe it would be like top 10, but number 4 is incredible. All right, number 3. You know what, John? You can have this one.
Yeah, Johnny, you get this one. This is your guy.
So I played the original of this one, but I never played the other version of this.
Okay.
And the review score is 31,582. And the average score is 4.5. And it's Sonic Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles.
Oh, my fucking ears with this trailer, bro. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, baby, is number 3. I'm shocked it wasn't number 1, honestly. Oh my god.
I'm also shocked that it was like this much higher than Sonic 2. Because I know this game is better. I love the character, the levels, the music, its aesthetic, its peak. But I was surprised that it was that much higher than Sonic 2,
Yeah, listen, man. I mean, look, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, one of, I think, just the most iconic video games, right? Just so beloved. I mean, everything about it is just beloved, like from having obviously hype, like content wise, right? It's 2 games in 1 basically, right? You get some of the best music in the series, right? You get some of the best sprites that are out there from back in the day. You have just so much love and care put into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Frontiers Update 2 puts it above Gens for me. One of the best 2D platformers ever. Everyone loves Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I think it was easily one of the most top, like 5 stars in there, like easily. Like these next 3 together are very close by, and of course it gave us Knuckles, the GOAT. What's up?
Like with Sonic 3. Funny thing is, before Origins, my only experience with Sonic 3 was remember the Sega collection on the Xbox 360?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only time I played the game, and I just remember dying a lot. So I was like, damn, this game kind of bad. And then I played it finally, and I was like, wow, this is a masterpiece of making. I see why people on Twitter kept hyping this game up, and I was like, let me see how it is. And it's doing like a really good game.
It's so good, man. The thing about this game is there is so few things to say in a sense because everyone loves this universally. It's just one of the best design. It's got some of the most content. It's got hyper. It's got love. It's if you think about it, SNK is on the first version of DLC. Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Lock on technology, baby.
Lock on technology.
I like this game a lot too because I'm pretty sure I beat Ultimate Nest Stage that you're on specifically. So
yes, sir.
Yep. I put on Wii Virtual Console. I think me too. I think the first time I played S3 and K was Wii Virtual Console. You see Sonic Scott Dodge on second channel for his Switch games. He said he loves Frontiers. I did not actually. I should. Okay. Well, guys, that is number 3. Now, number 2. So here we are, guys.
By the way, the difference between 3 and 2. So number 3 was Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Number 2 beat this out by 0.01. 0.01 above
Yep.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
You guys will know number 1 when you know number 2, you know, so it's basically choosing which one's gonna be, man. Which one's it gonna be? Ooh, so which order is it, man? Which order is it?
I mean, we could wait. We don't got to tell them right now.
No, it's true. We don't have to tell them right now. It's true.
We don't have to tell them.
Yeah, we can just vibe. I actually have to pee, so actually, you know what? Make them wait. Fuck it. Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
chat. All right, chat.
Make them wait a little bit. Yeah,
We're gonna
tease
play a
them.
little game. Toss a coin and call it, chat. What do you think? The suspense. I'll do a big drum roll for number 1. Anyways, chat. Again, thank you all for submitting. We got almost 10K responses, which is crazy. You know, we thought we might get like 1,000, like max or something, but we got nearly 10K votes, which is fucking insane. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you everybody for voting. Again, I'm shocked by some of these answers. Yeah, of course. Doing the numbers was a lot of fun. Really surprising. All the 25 picks are awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think there's only like 1 or 2 games I was like shocked to see that high, but like, the order is definitely crazy. Like, we will make the top 50 like public after this, so you guys can see what the below 25 were. If you guys have any questions about ones that we haven't brought up yet, I'll answer a few, and I can answer all of them. But yeah.
I think this is an excellent time just chilling the homies and talking about Sonic.
Where's Sonic 4 Episode 2? Let me check. Sonic 4 Episode 2
was in top 25.
was 38. Number
Have they
38
been
for
teased?
Sonic 4 Episode 2. Yeah, they've been guessing.
All right. Well, next up, guys. Number 2. You want to do it, Ian?
Yeah, go ahead, Ian.
Ian, go for it, bro. Papa.
All right. Number 2 with a total review score of 32,045 and an average of 4.5. That's right, baby. Sonic 3D Blast.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
No, it's Sonic Generations, everybody.
Sonic
That's
Generations
right.
for console,
That's right, everybody.
Sonic
Generations. There it is, everybody.
We are so bad.
We are so back.
I always tell this story when I talk about this game, but getting this on release after like all the other Sonic games, and playing this at midnight release with my cousin and going through these levels together, amazing experience. Like, they really poured in a lot of love into the series here. And like, again, there are some elements where it's like, yeah, I wish this was handled better, but overall, like, incredible level design, such a genius game.
Yeah.
I think besides this is my second favorite. I think this
Yeah, go for it, Ian.
I was gonna say, like, I only played Adventure. I only played Adventure 1 in 06 before I played Gems, right? And then, actually, I probably played other ones, but that's the main ones I ever played. And then I already felt amazed by this, because like, just from barely playing any of the Sonic games, but like loving how this looks and just playing all the levels, it was really like a great time. And then like, yeah, I mainly loved it because I remember like just being amazed by what's it called, Speed Highway. Because like, I loved Adventure 1, I was like seeing that again, but in HD, I was like, Dad, I need this game. And then
it's so good, man. It's like the thing about this game is, I agree with Pixelus, is this is the modding game, right? Like, I feel like this is the game that defined Sonic modding for sure, which is why I think people really adore it. But I just also think it's easily one of the most replayable games in the series. You know, like, it's the one that we'll keep talking about it for people that get ads. Don't worry, you're not gonna miss number 1. It's just so fun. Like, from start to finish, it's a hella fun game, man. It looks so good to this day. It plays so well to this day. And like, again, it was a perfect celebration of past and modern, you know? What's up, back from watching? I did the
and also because of that, it appeals to the broadest amount of people, because even if you don't like one style of gameplay, you have the other one, and it implements both of them well. So.
Exactly, bro. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much about this game. Exactly, this game wouldn't be modded as much as it wasn't so good. It's genuinely so fun, and it was so cool seeing, like, classic Sonic, be in levels like Crisis City or in Planet Wish, or seeing modern Sonic, when it was fresh in Green Hill, or seeing modern Sonic in Chemical Plant Zone, like seeing those, ideas of that, which is awesome, man, which is so good.
I feel like this game is like the best of both worlds.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
The 2D levels are actually fun as fuck. The 3D ones are fun. The only problem I have is of course the last boss, the final
Yeah,
boss.
the final
Yeah,
boss.
Time
Yeah.
Eaters, whatever. Also, Planet Wisp is kind of brutal.
And also
Yeah.
like they had the potential to do something amazing.
Yeah.
Where they had all the classic like characters and strength the modern. They
Yeah.
can have
Yeah,
like so many good
Yeah,
moments.
also like those characters on voice, so like like Rouge and like Shadow are like there, but like they're just there. You don't really, you know what I mean? Like them
Yeah.
being playable in some fashion or like doing more would have been cooler. I get it, but that's a lot of work. But yeah, I think that's like, the other area. Yeah, but
Yeah. No, exactly.
I think it's also
100%.
has, like, probably my favorite stuff, mainly because it's just a bunch of Sonic games soundtrack into one. But like, like Act 2, that's personally like one of my favorite like first
oh
levels.
yeah,
And then,
and
like,
the fact that the music is remixed for both styles is awesome.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I love that
it's so
the
good.
guitar beginning.
It's so good.
Green Hill Act 2, that's so fire. And then Chemical Plant Act 2 is so good. And then, like,
Yeah.
but then also like actually my favorite ones are like Crazy City and then Rooftop Run, specifically classic because
Yeah.
no wait,
Rooftop
no,
Run
I
is
think it was
raw.
City Escape. No, yeah, it was City Escape classic.
City's game is
Yeah, that was
awesome with
high.
Boost.
I'm
I
just
was like-
surprised like this game wasn't ported.
I know this game would be an easy port. This game would also be
Fire
easy for
Emblem.
DLC, man. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
love that so much. It's such a good game, bro. It's such a good game. You should try S-ranking Modern Rooftop running it. Oh god. Oh god.
All right, guys. Do we want to
All
read
right.
number 1 at the same time?
Should we let it, or should we just let it play?
Oh, let it play. Let it play. Let it play. Let me do
Alright.
a
All right.
little
Well,
drum roll.
guys, we'll do a little drum roll, but we all
There you
know, we all know what it is. You know, we all know it. Of course. Come on now. We all know. We don't have to say it. And there it is, everybody. The number 1 top voted Sonic game is of
With a
course the one
4.6. Yep, 4.6 average.
4.6
the highest
average.
I think Sonic
is Sonic Mania. There it is, bro. The love letter to the Sonic series by far is Sonic Mania. Oh man.
I get
God.
it. I get it because here's the thing, right? Not only was this a game that a lot of people like played for the first time, like a lot of people picked it up. It came at a time when again there was a lot of like low hope for Sonic right now, and this game being like a love letter by a lot of the people who worked on Sonic as fans, getting their chance to show what they could do is incredible. It's incredible.
This game, man, like genuinely, I think this was the happiest people ever were for a Sonic reveal, from like reveal to launch. Like and it was one of those games where every single announcement got better and better. You know what I mean? Like genuinely, like it just, things felt like constantly from when it was announced to coming out, like from the levels they showed, from the interviews, and literally like, it genuinely felt like a fan game come to life. You know what I mean, right? And
It was very perfect.
it was literally perfect, man. And like the sprites were incredible. Having T. Lopes on a soundtrack for the first time was incredible. Having Tyson S work on Sonic for the first time was incredible. And I'm telling you, this game is the reason Sonic is where it's at today. Because again,
Agreed.
we were in a rut after that boom Wii U era. This game happened, and remember, having Tyson on board was massive. Yes, let me tell you why. Because again, Tyson was the one who ended up redesigning Movie Sonic. You know, Sonic was ugly as shit, and they got Tyson, who was big because he worked on this, right, to fix Movie Sonic. And Movie Sonic popping off is what's called help pop off, you know, this new era we're in.
And not only that, think of all the animations that came with this game. All the
Yeah.
animations.
Yeah.
See,
Yep.
here's the-
MG Styles and all that.
I was in a weird phase of like whether I like
course.
Sonic or not, right? But then I saw that opening for Sonic Boom,
Uh-huh.
and my mind expanded. I was in love with it, like legit. And then I played a game. This is just a phenomenal game, back to back banger. And it also made even better, like what Ultimate said, the animation series. It was just, this is a nice chill
It's-
series that you just could just,
Yeah, man.
they just kept posting. It was just, they're all like peak.
Look at like
It's
It was
so
six
good, man.
episodes. It was fun. I love how they do the aliens.
this game is actually special for me because like
Yeah.
before this game came out, I was no longer a Sonic fan. Like I literally
right.
dropped Sonic like entirely. When I saw this fucking trailer, I was like, "Oh, it's over. I'm back."
but we still
Like,
mad.
this literally saved Sonic for me.
It really did. It really did. The trailer still
Pretty
makes
much
you.
the same thing.
I feel you, Kate. I feel that trailer to this day is so good, you know? And I think like this game, it just there was something about it that made us like mixing nostalgia with modernism, right? Like I loved how Act 1 was the original act, and then Act 2 was like, hey, it's the same level, but it's a completely different level design. Like I adore Chemical Plant Act 2 in this game, where it's you're doing the bounces. Obviously, I feel like Studiopolis alone has become iconic. You know, that song is all over the internet, even beyond Sonic, right? And just the new levels they made gave us so much hope. You know, Mirage Saloon Zone, that what's called. The Plant Garden Zone. Yeah,
Let's say the snow one too.
the snow, yeah, the snow one, yeah. Press Garden was so good. It's like, it's just such a good. The mean being surprise in there is fantastic, and then even what's called, even what's a Press Garden actor is fantastic, of course, and even stuff like the pre-order trailer having so much love into it. You know, it's bro, Studiopolis and Smash Bros. I know, they put Studiopolis in Smash. This trailer to this day still gives me goosebumps. You know.
Also, this game has the best collector edition.
Yes, I agree. I still have that statue standing back.
Hell yeah.
You know, I still got it, bro. This trailer is so cute, man. I felt like this was the first time a game came out where, like, I don't know, from start to end, I was like, this was made with love. You know, this like was just a love letter to fans who give a shit about this series. You know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
Even,
Yeah,
like,
brought so many
people back.
there were so much more references and just like, okay, yeah, so there were reduced areas, but like there was so much more references that were so much like not surface
Obscure
level. You know,
shit.
like
Yeah.
exactly. Mighty and Ray coming back even too is insane.
Yeah, Mighty and Ray coming back. Even Encore mode was hella fun. Mirage Saloon, Press Garden started Speedway. Music was so good. I know, man. Music was phenomenal. Level design was fantastic. Replayability. I looked at every way possible to replay this game when it came out, you know? I was like, I'm gonna do a playthrough with Sonic, playthrough with Sonic and Tails, playthrough with Sonic and Knuckles, playthrough with Knuckles, playthrough with Tails. Like, I tried to find any way possible, playthrough with Mighty, playthrough with Ray. It's like, yes, and that's the thing, I have such a core memory of this game where I remember I had a summer job, right? I had a job in the summer where what was I doing? It was an internship, and they announced this release date trailer, and I remember my internship was supposed to end the week after it, and I was like, I told them, I literally like put my week early notice because I was like, no, I want to be done this job and just play this game. So I remember my last day of work there was the night that Mania came out, you know? So I remember I got it, I went home and I played that shit from midnight to like 6 a.m. Because the first time you play, it's actually a very difficult game. Like I remember dying a lot. I was like, oh fuck. But man, was so fun. And again, like I said, the highest highs of Mania are so high for this series. You know, it's just unbelievable, man. They killed it. They really did kill it, bro. You know, for me, only on a Switch, this was the only good game for years. I'm sure I was tired of it now. I loved when it came out. I had 170 hours. Dude, I have so many hours in that game, bro. I have so many hours. Damn, but yeah, that is the top 25 Sonic. And the best special stages, yeah, those are hella fun. Yeah, man. So that's all of them, man. That's all of them, bro. That's the top 25. We did it. We did it, everybody. We finished the list. So let's do a quick recap before we, stop the YouTube video side of things. So, the top 25 Sonic games based on the community. Number 25, thank you about for sub, Nicholas. Number 25, Sonic Pocket Adventure. Number 24, Sonic CD. Number 23, Sonic Battle. Number 22, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Number 21, Sonic Heroes. Number 20, Sonic and the Black Knight. Number 19, Sonic Advance. Number 18, Sonic Runners. Number 17, Sonic Colors Wii. Number 16, Sonic Advance 3. Number 15, Sonic Rush Adventure. Number 14, Sonic Advance 2. Number 13, Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. Number 12, Sonic Riders. Number 11, Sonic Colors DS. Number 10, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Number 9, Sonic Rush. Number 8, Sonic Unleash. Number 7, Sonic Adventure. Number 6, Sonic Adventure 2. Number 5, Sonic Frontiers. Number 4, The Murder of Sonic. Number 3, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Number 2, Sonic Generations. And number 1, Sonic Mania. Damn.
And
Crazy.
chat, we will be putting out the list publicly so you guys can see what the full
Yeah.
below 25 are.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. So thank you all for watching. Of course, on the YouTube side, subscribe for more. So, yay.